Hello and welcome. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It's the 22nd day of June 2022. It's about 65 degrees and cloudy here at Site B. In fact, we're having a summer storm. I don't know if you can hear it. It's just passing over me and heading towards the ocean, so you might not be able to hear it, but we had about 10 minutes of rain, which was a surprise. Of course, now it means it's going to be super muggy. And speaking of muggy and cringy, it's time to take a look at all the tabletop role-playing game Kickstarters that are coming to an end this week. All these projects are still accepting crowdfunding, so if I say anything you want to support, you can still go to crowdfunding, Kickstarter, group funding, Backlight, and support them. For Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, we have Grey Shade, dark fantasy novels and RPG from Alligator Ally Entertainment. This is a source book and novel. Most popular pledge is $1. It's based upon the Grey Assassin fantasy series and adds 5e tabletop RPG adaptations of the Grey Assassin trilogy by Gregory Wilson. You also get a copy of the latest Grey Assassin novel if you kickstart this supplement source book. I am not familiar with the Grey Assassin trilogy, but I guess it's a thing. From Dragon Peak Publishing, we have Mysteries of the Multiverse for Mutant Crawl Classic and Dungeon Crawl Classic. This is an adventure module. $12 is the most popular pledge. It's a 48-page adventure that is designed for Mutant Crawl Classic, but you could always get converted to Dungeon Crawl Classic. And so it's got the usual level of gonzo random table weirdness that we've come to expect from MCC and DCC, both of which I'm a huge fan of. From Soft Chaos, we have Alchemistress. This is an original system. $70 is the most popular pledge. This is a complete RPG allowing for collaborative storytelling gaming in which you play a resurrected magical girl. Your story is told over the course of 12 sessions, depicting a season of an anime. Yeah, I don't know what type of, it doesn't say what type of system it uses, but it looks like a free-form collaborative storytelling game about being a reincarnated magical girl. Didn't I already do this? From Paul Kickman, Pawel Kickman, we have for Cyborg, we have Pills Full of Gods, which was apparently made by an AI. So this is a zine for Cyborg, which is a supplement for Morkborg. It's $7. It's, I guess, no, it's raining again. This is one of the first tabletop RPG products to make use of an AI and pushes the AI envelope of what's possible. So it's a cyberpunk module about drugs and artificial intelligence that was supposedly co-written by an AI. Can you hear it? Summer Storm. Weird. From Swordfish Islands, we have Marlowe's Mire and Hot Springs Isle, an RPG hex crawl adventure. I thought this was already out. This is a source book, 48 pages of islands and sea-based fantasy adventures, all sister neutral, set on the blooming trade isles of the Swordfish Islands, Hot Springs Isle setting. I'm pretty sure Hot Springs Island was already out. $25 is the most popular pledge. How is this different than the one that's already out? Because that name sounds really familiar. It's a reprint. It's a reprint of Swordfish Isle, and then you get some additional stuff. Most popular pledge is $25. Okay, so it's a reprint with stuff. I'll have to look into that one a little bit more. From Christian Bell, we have Libations. This is a sister-neutral source book. $60 is the most popular pledge. It's a book about drinks. 1,000 drinks that you could add to your fantasy game. 200 pages of fantasy drinks, each one accompanied by some microfiction. Or you can pick up the deck of cards. So not only do you have to buy the book, you have to buy the deck of cards or way to randomly pull a drink. So $60 for a book of drinks. $60 for a book of alcoholic beverages. You know, I can get a bartender's guide listing a ton of alcoholic beverages and how to make them for $15. I know, because I have one. I could literally just go online and go, list of alcoholic drinks. Yeah, $60 for a book about alcohol. No. From Exploring Map, we have Loot Hunters. This is a system-neutral source book. It costs $1, the most popular pledge. It's a system-neutral fantasy adventure about, I guess, hunting for treasure. From Luna Publishing, we have Sinister Sacraments, Cultist Quick Adventures for D&D 5e. This is an adventure module. Most popular pledge is $1. It's 5 mini adventures, each featuring a cult of some type. Could be evil cults, could be good cults, could be cults that are neutral and really don't care about what's going on, but they're doing cultish stuff and they want the PCs to need to interfere with them. For $1, you can't go wrong. And that seems to be it for Kickstarters this week. Anything else I missed? No, we do have some previews, as I mentioned. We've got a preview for Spelljammer, we've got a preview for Radiant Citadel, and we've got a preview for Dungeons Delvers. So we're going to go take a look at those in a separate blog in just a second, but that's it for today. I'm going to take a look at this Kickstarter for Hot Spring Islands to see if it's any different than the original Hot Spring Islands. It's the third printing of the Dark of Hot Spring Islands. Now, the big thing about Dark Spring Islands is you got the two books, the regular DM's book and then the field guide. And the field guide was supposed to be something you just sort of left laying around for the player characters to find. And then they got this physical representation of this artifact that sort of just gave you about 200 pages of information that might or might not have been true about the Hot Springs Island. So I don't know if you get that again or if that was a one-time thing. Definitely interested in this one. If you want more stuff about Hot Spring Island, you can get it. Check out Ben over at Questing Beast has done several reviews of it. So it is a highly respected adventure module. I might kickstart it. All right, so we're going to end this here and be back with these previews because I got to set up D&D Beyond for one of them. So that's it for this. I am the OG GM. If you appreciate my nonsense and the summer storm, let me know. If you don't, let me know because I can't fix it if you don't tell me what's broken. Till next time, get off my bookshelf, you damn kids. And why is it raining? It's June. Yeah, June gloom, blah, blah, blah.